We all love our California sunshine, but you know what? Fiberglass exteriors, they don't like it at all. And this trailer, fifth wheel, is going on 6 years old, and it's been exposed to the sunshine in California for 6 months a year, and it's been fairly oxidized, and it doesn't look great when it's oxidized. Now, believe it or not, this trailer is professionally waxed twice a year. So we spent 6 months over in Palm Springs. It gets a lot of sun exposure, and still, we're on this trip this summer here, and you can see that it's really badly oxidized. Okay, you can see right here that this has all been oxidized. There are some marks here that show what the original color was, but right now, you can see the difference. See, this is what we tested the product on here, and now you can see there's a big difference. Hopefully you can see it between the two. And so then we're going to get up here and we're going to do the decals. Now these decals are not going to be able to be repaired or they'll be cleaned up a little bit with this oxidation stuff, but you can see here it looks really bad. Looks terrible when it gets oxidized. So what are we going to do about it? Well, I went to Harbor Freight because I don't do this all the time. So, you know, Harbor Freight tools work great for if you're not going to use it, you know, in a professional environment. And I got some of this Meguiar's, which is a marine RV oxidation remover. It's kind of a medium cutter. You don't want to go to a coarse, you know, compound because it'll do damage to the fiberglass exterior. I've got this orbital, you know, it's a random orbital buffer. Now the reason you have to do the random orbitals, because if you did like a drill motor and you put a pad on it, you'd burn the fiberglass, and you don't want to do that. So this is actually safe even for car finishes. Now this is not an expensive piece. This is like $55. You can spend a couple $100s for it. We don't do it all the time. Quite frankly, if we went on this trip, I'd let the professionals do it. But you know what? If you want to save yourself 800 bucks, you can do it yourself. It's not that hard, especially if you have a buffer. So we're going to get to work here. We're going to apply this compound to the pad here. This is a cutting pad. We're going to cut into it, clean it as best we can, and then we're going to come back later and we're going to polish with some just regular old, you know, car polish. And we're going to use a different pad. We'll actually use a finishing pad, which is a lot finer than this pad here. So, okay, we got our work cut out for us. Let's get going. Now we're going to turn this machine on, and we're going to buff away. Now you can already see that it's starting to work. Now you want to do a little area at a time. Okay, you can see it's starting to work here. I got to apply some more of the oxidation remover. If I was a professional, I'd probably have a pouch here to do it, but I'm not. So I'm going to go down there and get some more of this. Okay, as you can see, the discoloration is coming off of the decals, but don't expect to bring them back to life. This cracking is not going to get better. In the end, we're going to have to put new decals or have those areas painted. Now we're going to keep on running this stuff over the areas that are impacted. Put a little more stuff on it. Okay, as you can see, it's starting to take away that oxidation. Imagine having to do this by hand. Okay. All right, I'll turn this puppy off. And we're going to go get a towel and buff that out a little bit. Okay, you can see where I buffed and where I didn't buff. And right here, there's a very, very obvious line here where the oxidation remover cut through the fiberglass oxidation and the part that was not treated. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this, I learned this trick from the professionals. You just put one of these microfiber towels right on the pad itself and use it as a buffing pad. Let's see here. All the professionals do this rather than buying a bunch of pads. They do this with a microfiber towel and it works great. Great tip, I'll tell you what. Now you can see how the shine's coming back. This is looking really good. The decals, of course, are going to have to be replaced. All right. All right, so now you can see this is really much nicer. This is getting closer to the original color of the fiberglass when this was a new unit. And then by the time we do the entire rig, it'll all look like this. But for now, just for illustration, I'm going to go back and get some wax and put that over this area and show you how it's going to look once we get it buffed out. Okay, I'm going to apply some of this wax here onto the finishing pad. Take it up top here and we'll get to buffing. All right, here we go. Applying the wax. Boy, I'll tell you what, this beats doing it by hand. Okay, we're gonna let this dry for a few moments and we're gonna get out our microfiber towel and buff it, polish it, really nice. Okay, this is the tip I got from my detailing friends. We'll put this right on the finishing pad and we'll buff it out. Great tip, I gotta tell you. I really owe it to these guys. All right, this is looking good. All right, there you go. Now look at that. That feels fantastic. You can tell there's a big difference between the oxidized portion and the area where we just treated. And so now, I guess I got to do the whole trailer. I better get going, huh?